Hello, and thank you so very much for joining me tonight. I go by Lune INNATE, and I'm an energy worker, Reiki teacher, Reiki practitioner, crystal lady, sound lady, essential oil lady. I'm into all that stuff. Obviously, most of you know this, right? And I'm here, very honored to create for you this Reiki session by proxy for you to use as you see fit. And what I mean by that is I completely understand and honor that not everyone is into this. Not everyone is into this, and that's cool. And if you're here just for some kind of entertainment or some relaxation, sweet, dude. Like, I'm honored to be a little part of your path. And I hope that, you enjoy regardless. But for those of you who are here more for the Reiki, for the conversation, for the theme, what I'm doing over here is creating a by proxy energy work session. There is no time and space in this realm, right? We can move beyond time and space with energy, with thought, with perspective, in our dream world, in the astral, and that's where we're playing. We're playing in the subtle energies that we're all connected by. So, for those of you who don't know what a by proxy session is, a proxy is an outside. It could be an object, it could be another person, but it's something to focus on in place of focusing on something else. So, when we're learning Reiki 2, Reiki Level 2 is where we learn by proxy healings, and my setup here is proxy. Here we have your eyes, your head. Your ears are a little far away. We have to use our imaginations a little. But for all intensive purposes, these tripod legs, this area here for your shoulder, this area here of my little setup here for your back. And I'm focused on this so I can focus on you, all right? So I hope that makes sense. Or I'm more focused on the collective in general, but you are certainly part of the collective, aren't you? All right, so our theme today is empowering empathetic nature. I'd say a lot of us resonate as being empathetic or an empath. I get these emails very often. And this video is inspired, inspired by, of course, as always, right, lots of stuff that's coming up in my sessions with clients, emails that I've been getting, video call chats that we've had. And I think it's time to work with empowering the empathetic nature, empowering the empath. So if you don't know what empath means in terms of like what we mean in the spiritual realm as empath, it essentially means someone quite sensitive who can genuinely feel what another person is experiencing. And this is a beautiful quality. This lends such a level of authenticity to compassion and to wanting to help. However, it can be quite difficult sometimes to navigate in a, forgive me for saying, but a more disempowered state of being empathetic. Because if I'm so sensitive, I might be in a state where I am infiltrated, overpowered almost, it feels at times, doesn't it, guys, by someone else's issues or someone else's experience. And while we need that, I need to know how someone is feeling. I need to know what's going on so maybe I can help in the best way, or I can compassionately donate, or I can get on board with some more like activist kind of thing, like whatever, right? Like, of course, every situation is different, and I'm not trying to get into all of that now. This, of course, is a energy channel. We talk about energy. This isn't, we'll just leave that there, right? Let's get our candle and we'll start our intention. I'll continue blabbing to you. But an empowered state of empathy is to acknowledge, to have an awareness, to feel, to connect with how a person or a group of people are feeling, essentially. It's a bit general, but how they're feeling. And because in the law of correspondence, as without, so within, if I let someone else's, let's say, heartache trickle into my own heart, and now I'm experiencing heartache, I need to be able to be aware of that and say, all right, I feel you. Oh, I feel you. I can listen to you. I can witness you. I can be here for you. But I also have to declare that I'm my own person. I'm my own ball of energy. You're your own ball of energy. And for me to best help someone, it's not always ideal to get into their vibration. Instead, to be in a place where we can pull or just support by just our presence someone to shifting into a different vibration for themselves. Being an empath is not always about helping every single person. It's not like, oh, I need to maintain just so I can pull you out of the level that you are. That does come into play. But a lot of healing is just holding space for people, just listening without trying to solve the problems too. So just to say that. All right, so we have our meditation candle from Tip of the Moon. Tip of the Moon. Tip of the Moon. It's a cute name. I mean, it sounds cute. Tip is a cute word. We're going to light this and dedicate. I chose it specifically for the yellow color. Essentially, what we want to activate and work through here is our will, is our awareness, is being able to declare, I am me, I'm over here, I'm having my own experience, you have your energy, and yes, I can feel how you feel, but I can also use my will to hold my boundaries, and then even project more outwardly, which we're going to get to have a more helpful effect on the collective energy or the energy of an individual. So the example that I gave you is as in like, oh, my friend is upset and now I'm upset, right? But it can be, of course, people who are not our friends that we're picking up energy from. This can be kind of catty people in the office or people who complain a lot. This can be people who we feel like, I don't want to say are enemies, like, don't get me wrong, but are just, not good for us, if I can say that. Just trying to acknowledge all the circumstances, all the potential experiences. Yeah, I know. My hair's been looking crazy lately. Had a self-destructive little moment before where I give myself these little baby bangs for some reason. Who can relate? Alright, so let's set an intention. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'd like to get a little in on the actual candle though. Let me see. Maybe that. Alright, so let me twist this around. It's not like burning any stuff. Alright, so on behalf of your and my and everyone else's highest and greatest good and perfect comfort and alignment, our intention here today is to assist with empowerment of awareness and the activation of personal will, the empowering of our personal will, of our own energetic field. Because just as we are susceptible to what's in the collective energy, to what we've experienced as we were waiting online at Target or whatever, whatever it is, we also can, instead of being a sponge, forgive. I know we feel like sponges, it's kind of one of those words, right? But we can also have an effect, the empowered. I'm not going to let you mess with my energy. Of course, I'm not saying our friends are trying to mess with our energy. I'm being a little harsh here, but we have to hold this stance. I'm not going to let you mess with my energy. I will hold space for you if it's that kind of situation, or if it's more of someone who doesn't really have our best interests in mind, or just like, like I said, not good for us kind of people, I'm really not going to let you mess with my energy. In fact, I'm going to tap into the deepest, purest connection that I am so divinely connected to and project that out and create some temperance or some I have an effect just as much as everyone else does, I guess is my point. But we activate that through will. We connect through that, through our will. Yes, we can spread our energy around without a lot of intentional will. But with intentional, directed will, we are much more in a state of deliberate creation, deliberate impact. Bring you back. Okay. So we're going to light an incense. In honor of the exchange, the energy exchange, I think it's important. Excuse me. This is a rope incense. Many of you ask where I got these. I got these on Etsy. If you just search rope, search for like shaman rope incense, you'll likely to find them. Alright, so we're going to begin purifying our energy by proxy, of course, with this sacred smoke. I want to say this is a Himalayan herbal mix. So like Himalayan shaman vibe. And I'm focused here to cleanse the outer area of your energetic body to assist. So if you do have any bits and pieces of other people's vibes stuck to you, we're going to begin clearing that now. And we have a few methods, of course, but the most important, I feel sometimes, is around the head, the mental plane. This is where, if we're affected so much by other people's energy and we then vibrationally get into the same state that they are in, there's a lot of potential for us to then have these like intrusive thoughts or thoughts that just don't belong to us, or these kind of like visualizations that are imposed, like remembering everything you hate about your partner and not what you love, or all the times you were hurt, or essentially remembering and thinking about all the times that you've been in this energetic state before. So if I'm feeling this like energy of heartbreak, just to kind of keep with a theme, although, right, like there's so many, I might think of all the times I was heartbroken, or all the kind of like negative situations or painful situations that I have already worked through. It doesn't really serve me to continue there, and it's just, again, disempowering. Of course, there's something to be said for healing in one person, triggering healing in another. Sharing a cry, can be a beautiful thing, but that's not exactly what I'm talking about here. Hope you can discern. Okay. Just go around your head, your throat. Sorry, the floor is very squeaky right here. Back, and down your body, down your back. Your arms, Down your legs. Down the back of your legs. Around the hips, anger. Very often we can empathetically pick up anger. Or fear, for that matter. Or concepts of lack, you know. I want to focus a lot on the solar plexus because this is going to be the main area that we're working in. Or, you know, from my perspective. Most of you are quite generous with your letting me know that it's okay for the background noises. As my phone is going off, I'm going to put this on airplane mode real quick. Airplane mode. There we go. But for those of you who hate the background noises, I don't know what to tell you. New York is loud. Alright. Just one more pass through the back. I really want to get this addressed back here. Kind of like shooting it in like through the back. Okay. I'm going to use a little Angela Mary Magic Resist Mist, her atmosphere spray, aromatherapy zodiac lunar love mist. And this, like I said, is the resist mist for clearing, for energy clearing, protection, purification. And again, I think I've talked about this before, but I like to work with water to address the emotional connection, and so much of being empathetic is emotional connection and emotional I don't want to say mirroring, but it's kind of similar, you know, like an emotional yeah forgive me, just going down your back. Gemini season has really got me tripping over my words. And around the solar area, around the roots area. And then I'm going to spray my hand. And we're going to focus on the throat and third eye like we talked about. Just for this release, release, rejection of what is not yours. Again, it is a gift. I don't mean to criticize being empathetic. I'm empathetic, you know. Freaking Cancerian, super empathetic. Like anxiety over confrontations, anxiety over potentially hurting someone's feelings, you know. So I get it. And there's a beauty in that, you know. It's one of our strengths, but it must be empowered to be a strength. Otherwise, we're just like tossed around by it, you know. So just want to focus, to purify, clear out any mental images that are not yours. They're not yours. They might be experiences you've certainly had, but I mean, the more like, why am I thinking about this? I'm already over this. Like, why am I being brought back to this state, you know? Alright. And the throat. inner dialogue, your outward expression. Just purifying. Release what does not belong to you. Release what does not serve you. Just want to see it moving kind of away. Alright, maybe we'll do a little plucking too. So I'm going to use an oil to assist with some plucking. This is just an energy synergy blend, which has, I'll let you know, orange, frankincense, and lemon oils. Citrus is quite empowering as an oil, but as a aroma, or in your diet, in your smoothies, in your glass of, I don't know, juice in the morning if you're that type, or your orange slices in the morning, vitamin C in general, and consuming it with the intention of, this is helping me to remain empowered. This is my empowering food. Ginger as well, I find to be very empowering. Cinnamon. Right, so I just want to put this on my fingertips. I don't want to use too much. There we go. It smells yummy. Oh, I thought I wasn't recording for a second. I was like, girl, get it together today. Alright. So just to focus on this plucking, just removing anything that does not belong to you, anything that does not serve you, anything that your higher self deems worthy of release, alright? Maybe it will be more pretty for you if I focus my camera like this. Throat. That which does not serve you. That which does not belong to you. Bring you back. There we go. Alright, so of course I picked out some crystals for you guys. We're going to use that oil again as well. Okay, so from my perspective as an energy worker, I feel like the solar plexus is one of the areas that can be what we need to work on. It comes up very often as under-energized when we're in that state of disempowerment. And so I've chosen mostly stones which work with the solar plexus. Here is a nice, really beautiful citrine tower that I got from High Priestess's shop. Wow, not really one you probably keep in your pocket. Citrine can be absolutely wonderful as a pocket stone or a piece of jewelry to carry with you or wear to work with your empowered will and personal truth. It's really beautiful. It's gorgeous, right? Gorgeous. Like, I don't even get how is this real? It's so pretty. Alright. I'm gonna put that in the center of our little grid. Right. Then I have a piece of honey calcite. Calcites are amazing energy amplifiers. So to assist with raising the energy of the solar plexus. So we have a trust in ourselves and our abilities, a trust in our purpose, who we are, what we're here for, what we allow, our personal power. I love honey calcites. I think they are all calcites, but I really love honey ones because they really look like you could eat it. Then I have a small piece of Sunstone. This might be hard for me to show you. Sunstone is a feldspar and has a really warm, energizing sort of energy to me. Not like buzzy, too much coffee kind of level. I'd say that's more of a Shivalingam or a Herkimer or something. But this is really wonderful for, again, that personal power. I hate to use that word because it sounds like a bad thing sometimes, right? But we have to step into our power as empaths, guys. That's the whole point. Embrace it. Utilize it to your workings, to what serves you, to your mission, if I may say. So Sunstone here. Right. Then I have this tiger's eye. It's really gorgeous. Again, how are you real? Why you look so soft? Why you look like velour stone, yo? Tiger's eye works very well with the third eye, but also the solar plexus. And I wanted to use this to assist us with seeing ourselves empowered, seeing ourselves as these kind of, I don't know if I would use the term light warrior, but something like that. We're in these positions of truly being able to connect, truly being able to tap into feelings and to know what someone else is experiencing. And that's a beautiful state. But if we're in the office, or if we're going home for the holidays or whatever it is, and we're tossed around, or if our work life isn't exactly, peaches, it's not quite a trip to ice and vice, We have to see ourselves as strong in those situations. Not, ooh, I can't be here, I gotta get away. Don't get me wrong, if that's how you feel, honor yourself. But let's work on developing this inner strength. This reminder of like, dude, wait a minute. As much as this has an effect on me, I have an effect. I always bring this up when I talk about this. I don't know if you guys remember the movie Angus. It's pretty old. It's like a kid football movie, coming of age, nerd kid becomes cool, dances with the prom queen, or becomes prom queen kind of thing. But part of what he was working on was this kind of like petri dish experiment, and it was like this like pink jelly or whatever petri dish, and he would put a dot in it and watch it, and eventually the disempowered state, the pink jelly would overcome the dot that he put into the petri dish. But the whole theory of his was that eventually, or there are some levels that we can get to, I guess. Don't quote me here on this movie, I haven't seen it since I was probably like 14, but where he puts the dot of whatever substance it is in, and instead of the outward affecting the inward can have an effect on the outward, the external. And how beautiful is that, right? Okay, this over here. And then we have a piece of serpentine, yellow. This is just a nice grounding stone to work with as we're in this process to help us connect with our own inner energies, our own inner power, our own wholeness. Like, I'm so whole. Just try it. Just try to rock my day, yo. Like, just try it. I'm so whole myself. I'm so aware of my own power and strength. Try it, that kind of thing. Don't get me wrong, we all have our days, but it's a nice way to connect, in my humble opinion. And finally, I've chosen this axonite, which is quite carved like. It has a bit of a arrowhead kind of look to it naturally. It's stunning. Oh my god, I love this piece. And it just feels so powerful. I feel so much connection to the earth realm, as if it could slice right through to the core of the earth and connect. Tap into all that strength for every right that we have to be here, right that we have to be true to ourselves and hold our unique fields instead of being imposed on. So axonite would be amazing to have in like a ring or a pendant or something. tap into that, like, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I have my own feelings. Yeah, I have my own states. Yes, I can pick up on that from you. Yes, I can empathize with complete authenticity and share space. But I have my purpose too, and I can't let someone else's experience or someone else's bad vibes or whatever we want to call it throw me off my mission. Just check the time. So we're going to use this. Actually, wait, yeah. We're going to use this. Again, just like a drop, hopefully. Sometimes this one, whoa, yeah, it kind of pours. And we're going to channel some energy. To empower us, okay? So again, on behalf of your highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment, only looking to help you out here. It's not I don't want to impose on you either, right? This is about empowerment. This is about connecting with your own will to feel maybe the icky vibes and be like, ooh, the vibes are icky here. Ugh, I don't like this. This is like bad taste. Ooh, I feel weird. Let me tap in to that inner divine self, my own inner power, and project that outward. Boom, 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 and send that out. I can have an effect on this too, All right. So I kind of want to call it down first, kind of guided. Like a wave, just filling you up. I feel like a lot of if those of you who are resonating with the empath, feel like a lot of your batteries might be a bit drained. Happens again quite often with empaths, empathetic people. So let's refill your battery like it's coming down and all the way up. I'm so sorry I have to take my phone off airplane mode because I need to be mindful. Okay, cool. Maybe you feel this energy like you're pouring a glass of orange juice. I know that's cheesy, but just see it like that. Pouring, refilling, connecting with everything that you need. Oof, whole, complete, completely energized and back in that state of wholeness. Sorry again for my words today. Alright, I want to channel in. Clear from the crown, if there's any area, am I in focus? If there's any disconnection from the spiritual connection that might need to be cleared, and then empowered. And the third eye feels good here already. Just wanted to show some love to the crown. She's empowered. Third eye, hold the vision of your truth. Hold the vision of what you want. Project it outward, tap into it, cultivate it, and command it into your energy field, where thereby, as within, so without, shares with everything around you. Throat. Again, hold the thought. Hold the thought of your personal strength. Express yourself in some way. Don't feel obligated. Don't feel obligated to laugh. Yeah, I hate today too. Oh, I hate Mondays too. Don't let that come in. Empower. Change it. The sun is shining. Yeah, but you know what? I woke up today. Change it. Don't feel obligated to step down for someone else's comfort. And that whole like misery loves comfort thing, you know, there's truth to that too, but that's a different session, isn't it? See like a house, like a building being built. You have to design this, you know, declare what you want, who you are, what you allow and what you reject, what you can sympathize with and what you can take in and what you don't want anything to do with, you know. Your heart, focusing on these boundaries, healthy boundaries, knowing what you want. Taking the time each day to focus on what you want to experience and not letting others' energy necessarily impose that or throw you off. Alright, the solar. I'm just going to carry it down to the solar. Like a little fire, a little warmth, not discomfort, but a little fire here. Charge my hands a little extra here. Get them really hot. Send them into the solar. Put some Reiki symbols in so you can see and send them down. 2, 3. This empowering. 1. Carry that out and down. Right. Sacral. I see like footprints. Like a footprint in the sand. I'm just going to play with the sand. Just going to clear it. You don't have to follow someone else's footprints. You don't have to carry them. Remember that poem about like God carrying us? We don't have to carry people, you know, or actually probably there's times for everything. Please read between the lines. You know, I'm not saying we don't help people. I'm not saying I don't carry people. I carry people sometimes when they need it, don't get me wrong. But in general, we don't have to carry people. We have to let them have their own experiences. We don't have to, you know, forgive me for saying this. I hope the words aren't cruel, but we don't have to get down to that level, that vibration, to help. We're better maintaining our healthy vibration to have an effect on them, to hear them out more patiently and more truthfully, and then, you know, hopefully support them into their shifting to a higher vibration as well, if we want to look at it that way. Right, the root. Feel like I see like a robot. Maybe a fear. Maybe a fear of becoming robotic. If I give up my empathetic nature, who am I? Like, you know, that kind of thing. We're not asking anyone to give us up. It's truly a gift. But to take it into a more empowered place, a place where it serves and it's not a disadvantage. Really want to focus in your aura and carry out that empowerment. So it's a bit more deflecting, but that's not really the purpose here. We don't want to just deflect. If I'm protecting myself, oh, I need to be protective because I'm just soft and mushy, and when if it gets in, then it gets in. there's a truth to protection, but we want to be able to feel. We want to continue our gift here, but we want to, all right, I picked this up. You know what? I want to change it. All right, you know what? I want to send this out. Ooh, I feel stressed. I want to send out calm. That's what I'm going to do. I feel hopelessness. I want to send out hope and faith, and just like remembering that there's always a lesson, there's always a silver lining, and share from this energy kind of place, you know? Your back, of course, a bunch. Then we're going to use, this one's a bit noisier, Interluminary Magics, Atmosphere, Mist. This is the Moon Magic one. It is more of the like full moon, like high energy kind of one, to add to our manifestations, and for me right now, for empowerment. Full moon shines a light so we can see, so we can direct our will, our intentions. Keep feeling like I'm out of focus. I guess I'm not. All in. Oh, you have this big fluffy aura right now. I'm just gonna add even more power to this field, okay? Alright, you guys are easy. You feel good. Just to mention too, first of all, shout out to Equinox Art. I have purchased all of my earrings from, actually no, they gave me a gift once when I bought like 2 pairs. They sent me like these cute little daggers. But it's nice to have something symbolic if you like, if it makes you feel more empowered. And swords for me really do that. So you'll see me with the swords and daggers a lot, because they hold the field of balance. They hold the field of truth. It's not this, like, for me anyway, this like warrior, like, get out of my way, I'm gonna stab you with my earrings. But more of holding balance, holding harmony, holding, I don't know, just holding the field. So I like that. Obviously stones, perfumes that make you feel empowered, or cologne or oil, colors, your hair, your anything that adds to your outer nature, or how you see yourself, I guess, or what has meaning to you in terms of like a sacred adornment, can also be a way to tap into our subconscious mind. So when I put on my earrings, it's like, all right, and I'm holding this field, I'm holding my personal truth, and that's where I'm going to speak from. Something like that, all right? You know, that's personal for me. Your field might be held for another reason, so you can navigate your day and not get tossed around, but it's just an idea, all right? Thank you so much for letting me be a little piece of your path today. It's truly my honor. Major shout out to those in the Patreon community, you know, over there. It's such a treat to have that going, and like, yeah, like amazing, just so good. Tingles as well. Some of you have recently made little contributions and stuff. Thank you guys so much, or, you know, generous contributions. I didn't mean to say little. I just meant, you know, the email that I get looks little. But your generosity to support this project is absolutely wonderful. We also hit 10,000 subscribers on the INNATE this week, which my partner and I were absolutely thrilled over. So just like, thank you, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, as always, namaste.